Hey, it's Mo, and welcome to the 61st out of 100 micro power packed episodes that are giving you everything you need to succeed to grow your book of business, your relationships, and your career. Now, in this set of five, this is the first one in the set of five, we're to talk about preparing for business development meetings. This is a technique and a method we call dynamic meeting prep. Some of our clients call it DMP for short, dynamic meeting prep. And I'm going to give you the basics of how you can think about client meetings. There's a lot of research that shows you're going to play how you practice. Think about how athletes practice for an important sporting event. They do something over and over again so they have muscle memory. So, how you practice, how you're mentally preparing for a business development meeting is how you're going to want to play. You're developing muscle memory. Here's what not to do. I'm going to give you your trap to avoid right out of the gate in this episode. So, what most people do when they prepare for business development client meetings is two traps to avoid. One is not preparing at all. Hey, let's meet each other in the cab and we'll talk about it there, right? Or just show up on the Zoom call for 5 minutes early. We'll prep then. So, that lack of preparation is one trap to avoid. The other trap to avoid, though, is different. It's that you practice on saying stuff the whole time. That's when, if you know folks, or maybe yourself, that you've sort of practiced talking through your PowerPoint or practice saying what you're going to say. That is just not the right way to prepare for a client meeting or especially business development. You want to prepare for flexibility. So if I go back to the athletic metaphor or analogy, what athletes do is they don't know exactly what order, how a game is going to unfold, but they practice the moments of that game. You know, if you're in baseball, defense, hitting. If you're a footballer, how do you handle if the ball goes to your left, your right? If you're on defense, if their speedy person has it, if they're more controlling person, your set plays. No matter what your sport, you're preparing for little micro episodes, little micro parts of the game over and over again. You don't know the order those are going to happen, but you're ready to handle those events as they happen because there's a high probability that they will. That's how you want to think about a business development meeting. You want to think about the segments. What are your goals? How are you going to frame that at the beginning of the meeting? What are potential next steps you might be able to suggest? There might be different ones that come up, but what are some that you've got in your hip pocket? What are questions they're going to ask? What are questions you should ask them? What do you do if you get half the time, double the time? What do you do if different people are going to show up? These are all sort of set plays that you can memorize and prepare for. And by doing it that way, as opposed to sort of memorizing, I'm going to talk about slide 2, 3, 4 in some linear fashion, which probably isn't or shouldn't occur. You want to have a conversation. So you plan for all these different things that could occur. So that's the main thing I want to leave you with on this one is that you'll play how you practice. Here's the thing. Big things are decided in meetings. Big things are decided in meetings. They're not decided over email. That's where you provide summaries. That's where you choose a time for the next meeting. That's where you send out your notes. Big things are decided when humans are looking at human beings. So you want to prepare in the right way because that is when you're going to win the day. That is going to when you're going to want to have significant advances. And in those, you're going to play how you practice. So shorter video on this one. What I'm going to put down in the show notes is gold. And I'm telling you, check this out. It's my interview with Linda Klein. Linda is one of the people that I look up to. She's a lawyer. She's incredibly talented as a lawyer. She was the first female president of the state bar of Georgia. She did such a great job. She was elected president of the entire United States American Bar Association, largest professional organization in the world. She did a killer job. So she's just got this incredible trailblazing mindset, but she's also a tremendously, incredibly technically proficient expert in the field of law. So she combines both these amazing people skills along with this deep expertise. And in this episode, we actually talk about how to prepare for meetings, how she uses dynamic meeting prep. And I'm telling you, it is just the way she communicates and how she prepares for meetings is fantastic. And she tells some stories that I think you're really going to love. So I'll put that down in the show notes. High recommend. Think you're really going to love meeting Linda. And if you like that, check out, there's 4 other interviews with Linda that are in and around that one. I think 2 on either side in the database of whatever podcast or video player you use. So check out all of them if you like that one. They're fantastic. All right. I'll leave you with that. As with all these videos, I hope this one helps you help your clients succeed.